Hello viewers, good evening to one and all. Hello viewers, a very good evening to one and all present here. So I hope your maths preparation is very good till now. Still, if you are left with any doubts, you can ask me. That is why I am conducting this session. So you can send your doubts on my WhatsApp number given in the comment section. So start sending your doubts so that I can start today's session. And if you don't have any doubt, then I can discuss a few important points regarding your mathematics paper. So a few suggestions from my side is that save your time and use judiciously first 15 minutes to choose the correct questions from section B. And if you take some time in solving MCQs, then leave them by that time and you can switch to section B. First, try to solve section B questions, and if you solved it properly, you checked all the questions, then come to section A and then start solving MCQ portion. You can do the reverse one also, but this is the simplest one according to me. So in section A also you can solve other questions earlier than MCQs, and by the end when you are free from all the other questions, then you can come to this one. So now ratio and proportion, please. Ratio is not in our syllabus. Obviously proportion is in syllabus. So here continued proportion like b square is equal to ac type of questions can be asked, or component of dividendo can also be asked. So most frequently questions cover generally component or dividendo type of question, in which numerator plus denominator and numerator minus denominator you have to do. And keep one thing in your mind, that always apply this rule to both LHS and RHS simultaneously, because otherwise your answer will be wrong. So, and sometimes after 2 or 3 steps we need to apply component of dividendo again, like in under root type of questions. So rough side, yes, you can definitely do this thing on the same page on which you are doing your fair work. You can take a margin on the right side and then do your rough work there only, so that there will be no copying mistake. So it is my suggestion from my side that do the rough work on the same sheet. No matter, you are just take a margin on the right hand side and then start solving and doing your rough work. Ideal time to be finished with the paper. Ideal time should that at the end you will get at least 20 to 25 minutes for revision. If you know all the questions properly, this will come with only practice, and you will take some speed, and especially in section B questions, only then you will get sufficient time for MCQ solving. Square root table you will get there. Definitely you will get square root table in the examination hall itself. Even trigonometric table will be provided for them by you. Sorry, provided to you by them. So no need to worry about these things. So any other doubt you can ask? Extra question, no suggestion from my side for extra question, please. In mathematics, all questions are important. So if you want to go for extra question, then you will taking time from these your best 4 questions from section B. So it is not my suggestion. If you are not even 5% sure about any of the questions, then you can attempt at the end of your paper after solving your complete paper. I know many students can do calculations very easily, so for them it will be possible to attempt extra question, but not for all. If you are taking time for extra question, then it means you are extracting time from the best 4 questions time itself. I am fine. I am taking this session to make you feel better. Heights and distance calculation, yes, you can do at the right hand side column. Calculations are there. Heights and distance, quadratic equation, and mean, median, mod, statistics, mensuration, all these questions need your calculation work. So mathematics का मतलब ही है that you need to calculate many things there. Ogive, in ogive always keep two things in mind, that while drawing ogive, this less than ogive is in our syllabus only. Start it with the x-axis. If the value is not starting from 0, if you are starting some value from here like 50 or 60 or 10, you can take a king here. But start with the x-axis. Touching with the x-axis, your graph will like this. And never forget to take class interval on x-axis and cumulative frequency on y-axis. Only for median we need to calculate cumulative frequency, not for all. The cumulative frequency के लिए always take this one. So while calculating median, your n cumulative frequency last number will be the n, and you need to take n by 2. So n by 2 value you have taken from this x-axis. So draw y-axis, draw horizontal line, and then come down on the table. This is the median value you are getting here. Now lower quartile will lie down this median, and upper quartile will lie up this median. And these are three values of, this is lower quartile, this is median, and this is upper quartile. So for range, interquartile range, upper quartile minus lower quartile. And sometimes these type of questions can be asked that how many students are getting more percentage than 90%, yeah, how many wages are this much, yeah, how many days are. So for that you need to take data from here. On x-axis you need to take data like 90%. So from 90 you can take this much line. This is vertically upward, and it is coming to and touch this axis suppose it is touching at 95, and your maximum frequency of the given data is 100. So 100 minus 95 is the number of students who are getting percentage more than 90. So only 100 minus 95, because if you are writing just 95, so it will be wrong, because 95 students are getting percentage less than 90%. So if they are asking more than 95%, so this is 100 minus 95. So this is 5 will be the answer there. Math paper be tricky. Yes, one or 2-3 questions might be tricky, but not the whole paper. So this is my suggestion, that first do all the questions calmly, with cool mind, and after you solved all the paper, then at the end you come to these 2-3 tricky parts. Obviously in MCQ 2-3 parts can be tricky. I'm not sure about it, but seeing the pattern of previous years, math paper is not so tricky as you are thinking about physics. So it will not be going to be so tough. How to take the square roots from table? Just take out the value. You can check. You can like you know that 25 is the under root of 5. So आप एक टेबल में देख लो कि 25 की corresponding मुझे 5 value कैसे देखनी है. Then you can easily take out from the square root table. Square root table is given at the end of your book also. Compass and students got very less time. Computers. No need to worry about other subjects. Let's come only this topic right now. Should write the rough work with pencil or pen. You can do with anything. Consul will not get angry. Teacher will not get angry with these silly mistakes done by you. If you are doing rough work, it can be with pen. It can be with pencil. Anything you can do. Anything you can use here. ISC was tough. I can agree. ISC is tough because ISC math students should be smart enough. But for 10th, maths is such a subject that which is taken by many of you who are not going to pursue maths in 11th, 12th. So maths question for ICSE cannot have all the tricky questions. Believe me, you will get very simple questions according to the data given in your books only. You will find near about 90% paper from related with your books only. And 10% you might get from outside the book, or you can say which are the tricky ones. So graph at last, or no, graph should be tied in between the sheets where your question number is there. Graph should be tied there only. Where question number is there, tie the graph there, write your unique ID number and name on the graph paper also, so that if by mistake it is missed from your paper, even then teacher will be able to give you marks. So try or fasten inside the sheets, not at the back of the paper, not at the back. 42 degree from the table you can see, from the trigonometric table, whether it is sine, cos, tan, you can just see the table. In the case of sine, if we are taking degree measures along with minutes, then we need to plus that value, mean value. In the case of cos, we need to subtract it. Similarly, we can use it with tan. How to find tan 42 degree value from log book? Log book is not, it is trigonometric book. So आपको tan के टेबल में जाना है, 42 के corresponding value जो zero पे ही दी हुई है, first value you need to read from there. And just put it in the calculations. Sometimes to make easy calculations like you have seen in chemistry paper, these values can be given in brackets to you. So to make the calculation simpler, you can say easy tan 42 is equal to this much, so the student can simply apply the value, but not always. Don't say कि मैम आपने कहा था कि आएगा. कंस्ट्रक्शन में स्टेप लिखना बिल्कुल जरूरी नहीं है. नो नीड टू राइट स्टेप अनलेस स्पेसिफाइड कि हाँ you need to write step, the marks will be given, otherwise no marks will be deducted because no marks for step writing in construction as far as Icse is concerned. No need to write down the steps there, and don't waste your time, use your time judiciously. First do MCQ. This is not my suggestion. My suggestion is to attempt MCQ at the end of the paper after attempting section B with proper calculations, revision, then come to section A and first attempt other questions, question number 2 and 3 from section A also, and then come to MCQ at the end. Because even if by mistake a student is not able to solve the paper, then he or she is leaving only 2 or 3 marks MCQ at the end. If you are leaving one question, then one question itself means that 3 marks you have lost. You are not able to complete it. In ICSE, it is never seen that students are not able to complete their paper because 2.5 hours is sufficient to complete our paper. You have to take speed from the very starting. These type of things cannot be revealed whether I will going to correct your paper or not. Many teachers are there to do this work. Now ask your questions judiciously, or if you have any doubt, you can tell me, you can send me your doubts also. Last 2 pages of the booklet for rough work. Yes, you can also use that booklet pages for rough work. Pratish, you can also do your rough work at the end of the page, but this is not my suggestion because sometime while copying a question from the back side to the front, a student can make mistake. I am not sure, but sometimes student can mistake, so it is not my suggestion to copy from there. How to write into significant figure? Very good question. 2 types of questions related with quadratic equation is if they have asked significant digit, then we need to calculate the digit before decimal also. Like if I am writing 9.8, so 9.8 is significant 2 digits itself. And if I am writing 0.88, then this is also 2 significant digits. So significant digit, if 1 digit decimal say prior B you can see there, then this is also significant up to 2 digit places. Like in the cases of correct up to 2 decimal places, you need to calculate your data up to 3 places of decimal and then round it off to correct up to 2 decimal places. Like 0.837. So round it 37 and it will become 0.84 will be your answer. Correct up to 2 decimal places. Significant figures are also same because here you can see 0. But if I am writing here 7.84, then significant digits will consider only 7.8 and correct up to 2 decimal places will be taken like 7.84. So significant, you are adding this digit before decimal also in your calculation, in your consideration, and not in all others. 2 significant figure, this is covered. Ma'am, reflection में concave or convex लिखना. No, it is not necessary. You just need to count the geometrical figure sides and you can write the answer in the form of polygons only. Polygons means like if it is a 10 digit 10 figure you got after reflection question. So 10 means decagon hota hai, but if you don't remember the word decagon, you can simply write polygon with 10 sides, polygon with 12 sides. Dodecagon we can write for 12, but we can simply write polygon with 12 sides. No marks will be deducted, but try to always give geometrical names related with those figures only. Don't write fish or kite. This type of although इनके भी marks मिले हैं, लेकिन फिर भी this is not my suggestion. Construction touches only two sides of the triangle. Is it okay? No, it should be touched with third side also. वहां पर अपना थोड़ा सा कंपास को उठा के सेंटर से थर्ड साइड को टच करवा दो. इतना माइन्यूटली थोड़ा नहीं चेक होने वाला है. तो वहां पर आप थोड़ा सा कंपास को करके कर सकते हैं, टच करवा सकते हैं. इट विल बी ओके. Paper values, you will get there. I am telling you again and again. Construction come for more marks. Yes, construction can be covered. Your shares and dividend, construction, similarity, loci and GP. ये जितना हमारे को स्पेसिमेन पेपर में दिया है, expected marks will be more than this. Because specimen paper only 1 mark for share and dividend, but it is not possible. Yeah, according to me, it will cover near about 4 to 5 marks in your final paper. So that is why I have uploaded a video on especially this shares and dividend only. So try to cover these topics also. Don't think even we can leave this topic. These are not important. These are important. You should cover them. So two significant digit means 0.786 and 0.79. 0.79 is a significant figure, digits for this much. Graph solution should be written. Solution should be written on the booklet only. But graph should be inside the booklet, and your answer should be written on both graph as well as like median. So you can write answer on graph as well as on booklet. But tie your graph inside the booklet where you are attempting this question only. PYQs and examples are enough. Not at all, Ravina. Why you are asking these type of questions? Only previous year questions. Have you seen any previous year questions in previously attempted papers of physics, chemistry or any other paper? No. We can take idea from them, but I cannot say that these will come in your paper. This is not done. So now skip ratio chapter. Ratio you can skip because it is not in your syllabus, but proportion is very much in your syllabus. So proportion you need to cover. Proportion portion is very important. Either question related with component to dividendo or these type of questions can be covered. This doubt question sent by one of the student, it is a previous year paper question. So you can check the solution given by me on this question, please. So this is, I have solved all the previous year paper and then specimen paper, KISA paper for mathematics question. And this question is from paper. I remember this question. Whatever the doubt you have sent it to me. Okay. Any other doubt, any relevant doubt which you are not getting anywhere in any of PYQs or previous year questions can easily be searched on net also. Rounded off to 1.695, rounded to 2 decimal places, it will be 695. Say it will be 69 only. 5 we can skip as it is. 5 we can skip as it is. Unable to understand? Then send me the solution. I am explaining it. Why you are not solving it? Send me the solution. I will explain it later on. 1.695 rounded to 2 decimal places. It is 1.69 only. We can skip 5. At the end, if it is 5, we can skip as it is. Time management, I am telling you again and again in my videos, I have already shared with you how to manage your time. My suggestion is to attempt section B first and then attempt other questions from section A and then come to MCQ portion. This is my suggestion. Whether you are agree with it or not, I am not sure. Mensuration में melting question के अलावा आ सकता है. हाँ जी बिल्कुल आ सकता है. When melting done in mensuration questions, then we need to take volume. Melting नहीं आएगा. आपको इस तरह के questions mensuration में ज़्यादातर cover होते हैं जिसमें एक figure के साथ दूसरी geometrical figure है. जैसे like cylinder is given along with 2 cones or 1 hemisphere and another cone. So in this type of figure, calculate the remaining area. Sometimes surface area, sometimes volume. If volume is asked, then you need to subtract. You need to subtract volume of cylinder minus volume of hemisphere and minus volume of cone. But if it is surface area of the remaining surface area, you need to add all these because just imagine that you are touching these surfaces. So this is the surface area of cylinder, surface area of hemisphere and surface area of cone. You need to add all of them, and if any case some little hemisphere is given inside it, then you need to take this ring also into consideration. So आपको ring का भी उसमें add करना रहेगा. So these type of questions will be asked generally, like cylinder or capsule is there. This is a missile can be there. So these type of questions can be asked, in which 2 or 3 geometrical figures are there, and you need to calculate the volume of the remaining and or shaded portion and the surface area of the shaded portion. So always remember, volume ke case mein we are going to subtract, and in the case of surface area we generally add them all, because in this, if I am going to touch that 3D dimension figure, then I am going to touch that surface of hemisphere, of cone, so they are going to be add there. Volume में भी इसमें इस case में तो volume add होगी, but if it is inside it, then volume is subtracting. If it is outside that, we need to add this volume, this and this. So 2 cone along with this cylinder we are going to add, but here from this cylinder we are going to subtract the volume of this and this hemisphere also. Now, any other doubt? Ogive coming section B, or not very sure. It can be asked in section A also, but generally it will ask in section B only. Logbook will be given there. General formula of AP, AN is equal to A plus. पता तो है आपको A plus N minus 1D. For this year, GP is more important than AP because it was not previously added. Reflection question scale is necessary, right? Reflection question, why scale is not necessary? You are going to attempt a reflection question on graph paper only, so scale is must. Scale is must, and writing the scale in ogive, it is very much necessary. On the right hand side top column, write the scale. Reflection question maybe you can give, but reflection question scale is very easy, na, because you are taking 1 by 1 digits on graph. So if they ask write down the coordinates of this and this, then उसी से clear हो जाता है. In reflection question, scale writing scale is not very much necessary, but in ogive and other type of histogram they are necessary. Sale proceed is just the market value and into number of share. How many shares you have and into market value. This is your sale proceeds. So sale proceeds लगभग वही चीज है जो आपकी इन्वेस्टमेंट आ जाती है, जितनी आपने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया, क्योंकि इन्वेस्टमेंट भी डिपेंड ऑन नंबर ऑफ शेयर एंड मार्केट वैल्यू. So first try in share and dividend, according to me, 2 formulas are more than sufficient if you know that return percent of market value is equal to dividend percent of face value. This is the most important formula, and other than this, income in the form of dividend, you can say your profit, you can say is equal to N, R and F, as I covered in my video also. So N is number of share, R is rate of dividend along with 100 divided by 9 upon 100 into face value. So by using these 2 formulas, you can calculate many questions there. Other than जो आपका number of share निकालने के बाद you need to calculate sale proceeds, like तो N into market value. So आपका बहुत easily share and dividend के question you can solve. अगर अभी भी clear नहीं है, you can watch my video. I made specially this video share and dividend, because in previous year videos this topic I had not covered because this was not in syllabus at that time. Section A OJ will be coming. No, I'm not sure about this thing. They can jump from one section to another, but try to follow the paper specimen paper pattern. Mostly this pattern will be followed in your final paper also. So just check in your specimen paper. I'm not sure right now. In specimen paper it is given in section A, then it will be covered in section A in board paper also. If it is in B, then it will be in B only. Can we first use scale and then overdraw it with hand? No, you cannot use scale. How can you use scale for this type of figure, like round you are giving there? So how can you use scale? Just try to join points free-handedly. Construction like you have to make an angle of 90 degree, because we know that any exterior point, if we are taking an exterior point, then these 2 tangents are equal in length if we are marking. So just take an angle of 90 degree with the radius. You need to take here 90 degree, and if they have given the question that the angle should be in tangents, it should be 45. So आपको उसका इधर का एंगल लेना है, 360 माइनस आप इस एंगल को सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दो और फिर आप वो एंगल यहाँ पर ले सकते हैं. तो ये तो कंस्ट्रक्शंस तो खैर मैं अभी बहुत जल्दी में आपके साथ नहीं कर पाऊंगी. हैव सम आइडिया फ्रॉम लोसाई वीडियो इफ यू हैव टाइम. Mensuration for section B, it is up to you. It is up to you. I cannot say anything. Mensuration is again very easy. 0 if the answer comes like 15.7, ma'am. Should we add 0 if the answer comes like 15.7? You need to write 15.70 rupees 15 and 70 paisa. So at the end, try to add 0 also. Because otherwise 15 rupees 7 पैसा क्या होता है, और 7 भी होगा तो 07 होना चाहिए. So you need to add 7 so that it will become 15 rupees 70 paisa. Square and cube root table they will provide you. Cube root is not required. Square root table they will provide you. Canvas required from surface area, right? A good question again. If they mention that this much percentage is used, like 10% canvas is used in margins, in the curved surface area, especially they mention, then you need to add 10% after calculation of curved surface area of canvas. If they have not mentioned, they just mentioned that this much is used in margins of curved surface area, word नहीं लिखा, then you need to subtract, because उसमें वो calculation के अंदर included है, तो वहां पर आपने subtract करना है. But if they added it, this much percent is added to, so it means वहां पर आपको add करना है to curved surface area. मीडियन फॉर्मूला कंफ्यूजन. मीडियन फॉर्मूला आपको क्यों लगाना है? मीडियन फॉर्मूला यू विल कैलकुलेट मीडियन फ्रॉम ऑजिव ओनली. आर यू ए सीबीएसई स्टूडेंट? Only CBSE student need to draw median from the formula. We are just supposed to draw median from only the ogive. So ogive n by 2. Like cumulative frequency, you are calculating the last value of cumulative frequency. Like this is f and this is cumulative frequency. So if this is 3, this is 5, this is 7. So 3 remains 3, this will become 8, and 8 and 7 is 15. So if this is the last value, then this is n. So n is equal to 15. So n by 2 is our median. So it means 7.5 is our median. So from the data which I have drawn, like this type of ogive, 7.5, search 7.5 here, draw a horizontal line and then draw a vertical line. On this axis, you will definitely get this value of median. Lower quartile less than this, upper quartile more than this, interquartile is minus of this. And what about 3 methods of mean calculation? Do you aware of all of them? Like previous year, I have some students have a doubt that assumed mean method is what? So assumed mean method is shortcut method. First method is direct method, in which we just need to calculate f and x, and direct fx we have calculated. And assumed mean method, it means also known as shortcut method. So shortcut method, we need to take one assumed mean and we need to calculate d, which is x minus a. And at the end, when we are calculating sigma fd, we are taking divided by sigma f, and don't forget to add this a at the end of your answer. If you are subtracting something at the end, you need to add this a. So this is our mean in the case of shortcut method. And if I am coming to step deviation method, so step deviation method, d is with you, x minus a you have already done. Now divide this d which h, it means class interval. Then you will get t here. So t, now calculate ft. So in this formula will be sigma ft divided by sigma f multiply by h. जो आपने जिससे डिवाइड किया है h से, उसी से डोंट फॉरगेट टू मल्टीप्लाई विद सेम h here, and at the end, after calculation of this, at the end you are supposed to add this a, which is subtracted get added, which is divided get multiplied. These are the 3 simple methods of calculation of mean only. Mean will give the average value of the data, median will give you the middle value of the data, and mode is the highest frequency. So for mode we are going to draw these histograms. For mode we are drawing this histogram. For ogive we are calculating median, and for mean we have these 3 methods. So statistics chapter is very much important. फिजिक्स को छोड़ो, केमिस्ट्री को छोड़ो, अभी मैथ्स की बात कर लो. सुबह हमारा मैथ्स का पेपर है. प्लीज कम टू मैथ्स ओनली. अगर इफ यू आर लेफ्ट विद नो डाउट्स, देन आई कैन फिनिश द क्लास, बिकॉज आई वांट योर टाइम टू बी यूज्ड वेरी जुडिशियसली, बिकॉज दिस इज अ वेरी क्रूशियल टाइम. इन द मॉर्निंग you have your maths paper. Arrow is necessary in algebra. Yes, it is necessary because they will come to know that whether we are taking first x-axis or y-axis reading. So this is necessary. आ रहा है फिजिक्स केमिस्ट्री में अच्छे मार्क्स आ रहे हैं, इट इज वेरी गुड. अब मैथ्स पे फोकस करो ताकि और अच्छा हो जाए. AP or GP, which can be predicted, according to me GP will carry more mark than AP, but I cannot say anything surely. This is maths, no predictions for this. Locus important, very much important. Loci, that is why I have made a video for it. Why I have made this such a big huge video with such a मेहनत क्यों किया मैंने. Solving circle question, shall we write theorem? Very important, very important. If you are not writing theorems in circle questions, you will get -2. So writing theorem is very much necessary. I'm not sure in kisa video I have explained all the marks distribution. I think it is -1. For not writing any theorem, you will get -1. So just try to impose. If you know the theorem only, then you will be able to solve the question. It means you know the theorem. And circle theorems are very much easy. And even tangents also, generally alternate segment or PT square is equal to PA into PB. These type of theorems can be asked. And center is, angle at center is double of the angle made at the periphery. Semicircle 90-degree angle. Very small lines, phrases you can give in the brackets. Just to make the teacher understand that you know the concept. Ogive cannot be drawn with scale. I am very clearly told you. Quadratic questions, yes, from miscellaneous they can be asked. One word problem related with quadratic will definitely be covered in your paper. Let's see, it belongs to age, it belongs to speed of boat, aeroplane speed, or time, age, coins, yeah, these type of questions. Any type of question can be asked. With one word problem is must. You will get one word problem. Simple quadratic question you will get in section B, like in the first question, any of the parts from simple quadratic equation, which you need to calculate using the formula, which is x is equal to -b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. But otherwise, it can be covered in other chapters also, from other chapters also. Downstream and upstream, yes, they can be covered where we need to take the still water stream as x. Share and dividend will come in section A. I am not sure. One question in section A and one in section B. This is my prediction for share and dividend. I think 1 or 2 marker in share and of share and dividend in section A and 3 marker in section B also. This is my prediction. ट्रिग्नोमेट्री नहीं आ रहा, समझा दो. ट्रिग्नोमेट्री में क्या समझाऊं? आइडेंटिटीज हैं, आइडेंटिटीज में यू नो द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, यू नो द राइट हैंड साइड. जस्ट try to identify which identity can be used there. Like sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta, or 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. इन्हीं तीनों में से तो कोई आइडेंटिटी लगनी है. मैंने तो कभी कहा ही नहीं कि आप 9 याद करो. मैंने अपनी वीडियो शेयर की आइडेंटिटीज पे भी और हाइट एंड डिस्टेंस पे भी. अगर आपके पास टाइम है तो उन वीडियो को देख लो. हाइट एंड डिस्टेंस के हर तरह के क्वेश्चन मैंने कवर किए हैं. इन हाइट एंड डिस्टेंस it is mandatory that you understand the statement given in the question. If once you understand the statement given in the question and you draw the diagram correctly, then there are no chances of error in those type of question. First take a smaller triangle, then take a bigger triangle. If height is asked, then assume it as h. If distance is asked, then assume it as x or y. If speed is asked, then distance upon time. Very simple concepts used in height and distance chapter. आइडेंटिटी आते हैं तो बेटा प्रैक्टिस से ही तो आप कर पाओगे. इट नीड्स ओनली यूर प्रैक्टिस. आप कोई भी आइडेंटिटी देखो, सो मेनी वेज आर देयर. क्वेश्चन आपके सामने है, आंसर आपके सामने है. एनी ऑफ द पाथ्स यू कैन चूज विच इज सिंपलर टू यू, बट दैट पाथ शुड बी करेक्ट. आप कॉट को कॉस अपॉन साइन लिख सकते हो, आप टेन को साइन अपॉन कॉस लिख सकते हो, आप आइडेंटिटी यूज कर सकते हो. आप a प्लस बी होल स्क्वायर का फॉर्मूला कई बार लगाओगे, कई बार क्यूब का लगाओगे. वन फॉर्मूला इज a क्यूब माइनस बी क्यूब. a क्यूब माइनस क्यूब हमारा कॉम्पोनेंट और डिविडेंडो में भी यूज हो जाता है ये फॉर्मूला. तो a क्यूब माइनस बी क्यूब जब भी आपको पेपर में दिखाई देगा, इट्स आंसर शुड बी a माइनस b in one bracket, in another bracket a square plus b square plus ab. And vice versa, if a cube plus b cube, then a plus b in the first bracket and a square plus b square minus ab in the second bracket. So with this, many questions related with proportion can be solved very easily. नो नीड टू गेट नर्वस, इस टाइम डरना नहीं है, ये टाइम डरने का नहीं है, करने का टाइम है, करना है और करके दिखाना है. आई एम श्योर यू विल एबल टू डू. डरने से तो जो आता होगा बेटा वो भी गलत हो जाएगा. डाउनस्ट्रीम एंड अपस्ट्रीम होता है, जैसे एक बोट जा रही है स्टिल वाटर में, तो लेट द दे आस्क अस टू कैलकुलेट द स्पीड ऑफ द बोट. सो वी विल assume that in still water it is x kilometer per hour. If it is going upstream then x minus 5, if it is going downstream then x plus 5. If the speed of the stream is given, तो जो given है उसमें हम upstream जाएगी, तो क्योंकि हम against flow जा रहे हैं, it will be x minus 5. If we are with the stream then x plus 5. You can go with your book, there are 1 or 2 questions given with these type of upstream and downstream questions. Don't get confused. Any chapter which is not that level important, all chapters are important. I cannot tell like this. Weightage of similarity. Okay, similarity is near about, let me check. Similarity is near about, I think, I'm not sure. I have covered in my videos, but you have no time to watch them. Similarities of 5 marks. According to my marks distribution, similarity of 5 marks. 9 marks for commercial mathematics, 30 from algebra, 15 from coordinate geometry, 21 from geometry, and then mensuration 9 marks, trigonometry 10 marks, including height and distance, and statistics 16 marks. This is marks distribution according to the specimen paper given by council. But as I told you, these marks distribution can be varied up to an extent. So if they shift just one question from one chapter to another chapter, this marks distribution will get vary. You all are so much sensible. So आप पूरा नहीं ले सकते उसमें कि हमारा इतना लिखा है मैम आपने 15 लिखा है तो 15 ही आएगा. बट कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री 15 मार्क कैरी करती है, तो नियर अबाउट 15 मार्क कैरी करेगी. 1 नंबर अप 1 नंबर डाउन ये हो सकता है, इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. डिफरेंट टाइप के प्रोपोर्शन क्वेश्चन एक तो आएगा ही आएगा. एक क्वेश्चन जरूर आना है प्रोपोर्शन में से, और प्रोपोर्शन के क्वेश्चन सबसे इजी होते हैं. Mensuration part, no, it is not my suggestion to leave mensuration part. हाँ, if you are क्या कहूँ, if you are not good enough in calculations and remembering the formula, then you will not be able to solve mensuration question. Like you should know that this is lateral surface area, so this is 2 pi rh. If it is closed at the bottom, then this is pi r square. If it is open at the surface, then this is only one surface, so not 2 pi r square. This is 2 pi rh plus pi r square. If one open cylinder is given, then if a cylinder is surmounted by cone, then you need to add this area of surface area of cone, and cone in normal cases only curved surface area, so pi r l. For L it is under root h square plus r square. These type of calculations are must, na? So if you know all these formulas and then calculation part, only then you will be able to solve this mensuration question correctly. Boards are टेबल्स वो देंगे, बार बार मत पूछो. ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक टेबल भी आपको मिलेगा. No need to worry about whatever given by them. So now come to other questions. If you have doubt with any other. Passing criteria in maths is I think 33. 33 तो आराम से लेके आ सकते हो कि नहीं? 33 भी नहीं आएंगे? So you can take help from my videos. Otherwise, if you are still left with any doubt, I will solve. You will send the question, I will solve and send it back to you. Don't worry. You can send me question on my WhatsApp phone number. I will solve the question and send the solution to you. Section A, section B के लिए ogive, for ogive I am not sure. I am telling you, just watch the specimen paper video. So if in specimen paper it is covered in section A, then it is 100% in section A. And if not, then it will be in section B. So I have also heard that for ogive question, ogive will be drawn by them, and you just need to interpret the ogive. Like in one of the papers I have seen this type of question in like previous year I can say. So maybe आपको भी इसी तरह का क्वेश्चन आना हो. One of the teacher is telling this thing to me that in ogive question, ogive is drawn by them, and you just need to interpret the ogive, that what is the median, what is the lower quartile, upper quartile, or how many students are taking this much percentage, more than this weight. So this type of questions can be asked, but I am not sure. According to me, drawing ogive is also must. But boards are going to over and we will miss you. I will also miss you. I will definitely going to miss you, but please don't forget to share my video with your juniors. From your first paper till now, I am with you. And so it is my request that please don't forget to share my channel with your juniors. And also I am going to conduct some online classes, some sort of batch फॉर न्यू ईयर स्टूडेंट्स ऑल्सो. बिकॉज आप खुद देखो, आप मुझे इतनी बाद में मिले हो, तो मैं आपको पूरी तरह से हेल्प नहीं कर रही हूँ. दो स्टूडेंट्स हु फाउंड माई चैनल इन द स्टार्टिंग ऑफ द ईयर, दे आर मोस्ट बेनिफिटेड बाय माई वीडियोज ऑफ अदर सब्जेक्ट्स, डिफरेंट सब्जेक्ट्स. सो प्लीज शेयर माई चैनल विद योर जूनियर्स, एंड एट द सेम टाइम ऑल्सो टोल्ड them about that I am going to conduct online classes for new batch of class 10th. I have already started it for different subjects. Other than computer and Hindi, I can take all the subjects in online classes as well. So please share my channel with your juniors, with your brothers, sisters, siblings, whatever you know, any student who is coming to new ICSE class 10. This is what I am telling you, that in the case of ogive, if you are lucky one, then they have drawn the ogive and you just need to interpret it. But otherwise, they can ask you to drive the ogive also. It is not very difficult. Just take the values. This is class interval. So this is 5, 10. Now this is frequency. So frequency के case में हमें cumulative frequency निकालनी है. बस you just need to take these values. So like it is 3. Let me tell you. Why you are so panic about this ogive? I can't understand. So this is 10 to 15, 15 to 20. So this is 5, 7. So here this is 3, this is 8, this is 15, so on. So like in the ogive, you just need to take 10 on this class interval axis and then 3 on this cumulative frequency axis. So यहाँ से आप 10 लोगे, यहाँ से 3 लोगे, आपका 8 पॉइंट आ जाएगा. Another is 15 and 8 लोगे, अगला आ जाएगा. हर एक तरह से आप लेते जाओगे, आपके पास पॉइंट्स आते जाएंगे. You just need to join that. Nothing difficult in it. Please don't get panic. Only cumulative frequency you need to draw exactly, calculate exactly, and you will get the answer. 33 out of 100 I am telling you. Out of 80 I am not sure about whether 28 or 27 I think. यार क्यों पूछ रहे हो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस? पूछ के मुझे क्यों डरा रहे हो कि इतने भी नहीं आएंगे क्या? फिर मैं क्यों इतनी मेहनत कर रही हूँ? प्लीज कहो कि हम अच्छे नंबर लाएंगे. This is not fair. Proportion, what type of question you want? Okay, I am going to solve one question from proportion. Proportion question should be there. ये तो पक्की बात है कि proportion आएगा. अब let's देखो किस तरह से आ सकता है. Like one cube root question I am taking. Like component dividendo आपको लगाना है यहाँ पे. Question is x cube plus 12x, in the denominator 6x square plus 8, and on right side this is y cube plus 27y, and in the denominator 9y square plus 27. So component dividendo apply component dividendo. क्या है? Numerator plus denominator, and here numerator minus denominator. Similarly here also numerator plus denominator 9y square plus 27, and here y cube plus 27y means numerator minus denominator. Never forget to apply a bracket here, otherwise you will take one sign minus and another you will apply plus here. So try to make a bracket. I am doing it rightly, so I know I can do. Now this is the answer of x cube. So a cube and 2 cube. So this is answer for x plus 2 whole cube. A cube plus b cube plus 3a square b and 3ab square. So this is the answer for x plus 2 whole cube. And denominator x minus 2 whole cube. Right hand side this is y, and 27 it means 3. So y plus 3 cube. In the denominator, y minus 3 cube. So now taking cube root of all the terms. So taking cube root, you will get all threes will get cancelled. All cubes will get cancelled. You will get simple x plus 2 and x minus 2 is equal to y plus 3 and y minus 3. Whenever you see difference only in the sign of these, it means again we need to apply componendo dividendo. So when we apply, so this is numerator plus denominator, this is again numerator minus denominator. Similarly, right hand side, numerator plus denominator and bottom numerator minus denominator. Automatically one thing will get cancelled from numerator, 2 get cancelled. So I am getting 2x in the numerator. In denominator x get cancelled, I am getting 4 here. Similarly on right hand side, 3 will get cancelled, I am getting 2y. And in the denominator, y will get cancelled, I will get 3 plus 3, it means 6 is there. Now 4 and 3. So x upon 2 and y upon 3. And they just asked her to calculate x upon y. So what is the value of x upon y? जैसा आप यहाँ पर इन्वर्टेंडो लगाओ, x upon y नीचे आ जाएगा, 2 ऊपर चला जाएगा. So invertendo x upon y is 2 upon 3. So this is the ratio. This is the ratio of this question. So in this way you can calculate them very easy. AP. ऐसा करते हैं, सारे चैप्टर कर लेते हैं. Okay. So is it clear to many of the students? Now for AP, general term is, you know that AN is equal to A plus N minus 1D. If I am talking sum of n terms, then it is n by 2, 2A plus N minus 1D. If they are asked terms from the end, not from the starting, then what can we do? Like suppose one question is there that 7, 10, 13 and 289. So I am just assuming. So if they ask to calculate the 10th term from the end, then this term will become the first term. So A is not 7, A is 289 because we are calculating from the end point. And now D is second term minus first term, so 10 minus 7, it means 3. Lekin we are taking D as opposite sign, with opposite sign, so minus 3. Now you will calculate 10th term, you know, it means you are calculating AN, means A plus 9D, you will get the answer of 10th term from the end also. So this type of question can be asked in AP, otherwise it is a very simple one. OGs के tips दे देते मैं थक गई हूँ. Reflection graph में, yes, you can get one part perimeter or area. Like if you need to calculate perimeter part there, then you need to add all the sides. Like suppose a very simple figure, kite is there. So if this type of kite is there, for perimeter you just need to add this side. And how can you take the value of this? Because we know that Pythagoras theorem can be applied here. So jitna digits यहाँ पर आया, let's suppose this is 2 and let's suppose this is 3. So this is 3 and this is 2. The 2 square plus 3 square, you will get 1L. Similarly on other sides also, if it is a rhombus, then at the end you need to add all these values. So this is the perimeter. If I am telling about area, then area of one triangle, it is half into base into altitude. So one triangle and then similarly another triangle. So if it is same sided triangle, then you can simply B into H. You can take parallelogram or rhombus formula B into H also. Because half B by H plus half by V by H for upper triangle and for lower triangle, that you will get the value as B into H only. So area calculation can be asked in reflection questions. Quick revision of surface area and volume. I can just give you the formulas. So like if I am telling about cone. So cone is this much and, sorry, starting from cylinder only. So first is cylinder. Cylinder curved surface area, then total surface area and then volume. So in the case of cylinder, what type of figure? This is this cylinder, then curved surface area is only 2 pi RH. If this is covered on both sides, then 2 pi RH plus 2 pi R square. If it is open, then you need to take them separately. Means if it is open, then one side is not covered, so pi R square only. But if it is covered on both sides, then you can take 2 pi R common and H plus R is the answer here. For volume, this is pi R square H. And for cone, This is curved surface area is pi r l, and L you know under root h square plus r square. H is height and r is radius. Total surface area is pi r l, and as you know this is also circular, so pi r square. So we can again take pi r common and then L plus r as a total surface area of cone. Similarly, in the case of volume, this is 1/3 of cylinder's volume. So if I am taking cylinder and cone is inside it like this, then this is 1/3, because you can see this is first part, second part and third part. So this 1/3 part is cone. So 1/3 pi r square h is the volume for cone. Now coming to a sphere. So for sphere, what is the curved surface area? Similar total surface area. It is 2 pi r square for hemisphere, and if it is covered then we need to add 1 pi r square and it will become 3 pi r square for curved surface area and total surface area. Total surface area, and if this part is covered then 3 pi r square. And if hemisphere, I have taken a hemisphere here. Now, if this is a sphere, this is a sphere means a full figure is with us. Then this area should be 4 pi r square, and volume will be 4/3 pi r cube. Now, if hemisphere is there, for hemisphere this is 2 pi r square, and this surface is covered, then 1 pi r square you need to add, because this is also circular, so 3 pi r square. And for volume it is 2/3 pi r cube. And if it is a ring like I have told you that किसी का आपको अलग अलग दिया गया है, तो this is the ring. So capital one is bigger r and smaller one is small r. So r square minus small r square, pi r square minus r square is the area of this ring. Only these type of questions can be asked definitely in your paper. Otherwise cube, cuboid, these are all clear to you. In the case of a tunnel, if tunnel is there, then you can see that half cylinder ऊपर होता है, तो half cylinder along with this rectangle. So आप उसको भी multiply करके surface area निकाल सकते हैं. Okay, understood. Thank you. And if they asked us to calculate the volume of such type of figure, like this cylinders are mounted by cone, if they ask volume, then we are going to add. If this cone is inside the cylinder, then we are going to subtract the volume. But in case of surface area, we are going to add on always. तो surface area में सिर्फ add होना है. Equation of line, coordinate geometry. Okay, equation of line. 3 type of forms are there. कौन कौन सा हम यूज करते हैं? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमारा पहला आ जाता है y इज स्लोप फॉर्म. तो y इज इक्वल टू mx प्लस सी, जिसमें जो भी इक्वेशन दी होगी y इज इक्वल टू mx प्लस सी, लाइक 3y इज इक्वल टू 2x plus 7. So 2x plus 7. So just compare with this. Even so, y is equal to, we don't need any number with y. So first we need to divide the number given with y. So now compare this equation with this, and you will get this value of m as 2/3 here. If two lines are parallel, then they have same slope. M is equal to m dash. If they are perpendicular, then m into m dash is equal to -1 only. So if this slope is given and we need to find the slope of perpendicular line, then slope of perpendicular line will be negative reciprocal. So 2/3 means 3/2 and negative sign. So -3/2. Negative reciprocal of line will give the slope of the perpendicular line to the given line only. Right? If I am taking 2 points, so if 2 points are given, then x1, y1 are the coordinates of first and x2, y2 are the coordinate of second. Then we can find the slope first. So slope is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So now we are ready with the slope, and we can substitute this slope value in point slope form. Like a slope is given and one point is also given, x1, y1. Suppose x1, y1, like 3 and 4 are points given. Then y minus y1 is equal to m. Value of m from there. जो भी आपकी वैल्यू आई है, इसको यहाँ मत पुट करो, पहले सेपरेटली स्लोप को निकालो, उसके बाद इसको पुट करो. तो m and then y minus y1 m, x minus x1. This is point slope form, because one point is given and one slope is given. According to me, this is the most important formula, और बहुत सारे questions में you are going to use this formula, apply this formula only. This is the most important one. हाँ, कोई भी मेथड से बना सकते हो, आपको क्वेश्चन समझ आना चाहिए, लाइक आपको पता चलना चाहिए कि ये रेशियो है, तो सेक्शन फॉर्मूला आपको लगाना है, लाइक दीज 2 पॉइंट्स आर गिवन in section formula, like P and Q are the 2 points given here, like P a value I am taking any one, 3 and 2, and Q it is -1 and -2, right? So if this line is divided by any of these given lines, तो अगर वो कहता है कि इसमें से ये लाइन जा रही है, तो इट मीन्स लाइन का जो पॉइंट है वो आपको निकालना है, यू हैव टू फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेट, एब्सिसा एंड ऑर्डिनेट फ्रॉम द गिवन लाइन। सो उसके लिए कोई ना कोई क्लू आपको देगा, यहाँ तो रेशियो गिवन होगा एम और एन के केस में, इफ रेशियो इज नॉट गिवन एंड दे आस्क्ड यू टू कैलकुलेट द रेशियो, देन टेक इट एज k is to 1, एंड इफ यू आर टेकिंग दिस k वैल्यू और आपको ये फिर अगर रेशियो नहीं गिवन है तो इट मीन्स पॉइंट दिया होगा, तो लेट सपोज दिस पॉइंट इज गिवन एज 4 और 5, तो आप क्या करेंगे, k को लेना है इधर से उधर के साइड पे लेना है आपने, तो जब आप इधर का रेशियो लेंगे देन यू आर टेकिंग पॉइंट ऑन दैट साइड, सो -k प्लस इधर का लेंगे तो कितना हो गया +3, 3 into 1 3, एंड इन द डिनोमिनेटर इट इज k+1 एंड इट इज इक्वल टू, बिकॉज x कोऑर्डिनेट सो इट इज इक्वल टू 4 x कोऑर्डिनेट ओनली, फॉर सेकंड इक्वेशन k एंड along with that point, so -2k and then is +2 upon k+1 and it is equal to y point, it is equal to 5. So these two points can be calculated from the given data here. X intercept and when we are talking this slope form, this is y intercept, and if they are giving x intercept means any line touching the x axis, तो on x axis y point should be 0, so आपका point जैसे मान लो 5 दिया है तो it is 5, 0, if x intercept is given then your point is y, 0, if y intercept is given then 0, जो भी आपका b दिया, जो भी point दिया y का 0, b, x intercept lies on x axis and x axis y value is always 0, on y axis if y intercept is given then x point should always be 0, so on y axis 0, b, on x axis 5, 0, and if simply y intercept is given then we can use in this form also, because this is c is the y intercept of this line of the equation. सर्कल्स भी सारा खाली था क्या, सब कुछ सर्कल्स कैसे इतनी जल्दी हो सकता है, आई कैन जस्ट कवर 1 or 2 important theorems from circle. So this line equation is very much important, and ratio formula I have told you in a very simple way, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 m1 plus m2 equal to जो x का coordinate है, then similarly with abscissa also. In the case of circles I am going to revise all the theorems. So first of all, first theorem I am taking is, if chord is there from the radius and if it is perpendicular then it will bisect this chord in 2 equal parts. So similarly if this is given and angle, what about angle? Angle at the center is double of the angle subtended by the same arc at any point of the circle. If this angle is 30 then this should be 60. सेंट्रल एंगल शुड बी डबल, डोंट डू द मिस्टेक कि हमने सेंट्रल एंगल को उल्टा कर लिया. मैम यू डिजर्व 1 million सब्सक्राइबर एंड हाउ कैन आई फेच देम, मैं जाऊंगी उनको लेने के लिए, आई हैव अ वेरी स्मॉल चैनल, इट इज योर जॉब, मैं आपके साथ मेहनत कर रही हूँ, आप मेरे साथ मेहनत करो और मेरे लिए सब्सक्राइबर्स लेकर आओ. है तो बहुत मुश्किल बात है आपके लिए भी, क्योंकि आजकल के स्टूडेंट्स आपस में बात ही नहीं करते हैं, मैं क्या करूं, पर मैं तो सबसे बात करती हूँ. So now this is your duty. I expect from your side that you will share my channel with as many subscribers as you can. My reward is this much only. Your good marks and your this dedication towards my channel or my growth, you can say. Thank you very much. Nandini, thank you. सर्कल मत बताओ, अच्छा मत बताती हूँ, ठीक है कोई बात नहीं, आगे चलें. बताइए आगे सर्कल की तो वैसे बहुत सारी थ्योरम्स हैं. इक्वल सेगमेंट्स वाला, इक्वल सेगमेंट जो हम सबसे ज्यादा यूज करते हैं, बस वो बता देती हूँ. लाइक इफ सेम आर्क इज मेकिंग 2 different angles at 2 different points, then these angles should be equal. If this is 25 then this should also be 25. Similarly angle in a semicircle, if it is given that this is the diameter, then angle made in a semicircle is always a 90-degree angle, so this angle should be of 90-degree. If it is a cyclic quadrilateral then sum of opposite angle is equal to 180-degree. So if this is x then this should be 180 minus x. सो दिस इज साइक्लिक प्रॉपर्टी. सो साइक्लिक एंगल प्रॉपर्टी हम ये भी यूज कर सकते हैं. इसके अलावा एक्सटीरियर एंगल, इफ दिस इज एक्सटीरियर एंगल शुड बी इक्वल टू इंटीरियर अपोजिट एंगल. इफ इट इज 180 माइनस एक्स देन दिस ऑल्सो शुड बी इक्वल टू 180 माइनस एक्स. सिमिलरली टेंजेंट के केस में एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट थ्योरम है टेंजेंट का, जिसमें a tangent making an angle with a chord, like this is a chord and this is a tangent. So if this angle is given made by a tangent and a chord, and if this chord make any other angle on any part of the circle, then this angle should be equal to this one. If this is given as 60, then this should also be 60. You just need to write in the bracket alternate segment, but single one word, alternate segment. तो teacher समझ जाएगा कि you know the concept about this thing. Now pt square wala, if a chord and tangent, if tangent is given along with a chord, so this is t, this is p, this is a and b, so pa into pb, pa into pb is the product of two segment, it is equal to pt square. So जो tangent है उसका square. और otherwise if two chords are given, if two chords are given like this, so this is PAB and this is CD, so PA into PB is equal to PC into PD. इस तरह का क्वेश्चन भी एक्सपेक्ट हो सकता है, क्योंकि टेंजेंट की प्रॉपर्टीज भी लास्ट ईयर बहुत कम थी आपके सिलेबस में और इस बार सारी ऐड हुई हैं, तो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली टेंजेंट्स का क्वेश्चन आपको ज्यादातर आएगा. क्वार्टाइल्स आपके क्वार्टाइल्स में अभी हमने मीडियन कैलकुलेट किया था. फॉर मीडियन वी आर जस्ट टेकिंग n/2. For quartile we are taking n/4. पिज्जा खाते हो ना? पिज्जा का सिर्फ हाफ का हाफ पोर्शन का भी सिर्फ हाफ. So this is lower quartile, n/4, 1/4 value we need to calculate. And what this is lower quartile Q1. So Q2 is upper quartile, it is 3n/4. जितना भी बचा हुआ है, जो इसका आंसर आएगा, suppose its answer is 10. So Q2 is 3 into 10. So जितना भी ये बचा हुआ है, this all is upper quartile. So lower quartile n/4, upper quartile 3n/4. So interquartile range is equal to 30 minus 10. जो upper quartile का आया minus lower quartile का, this is known as quartile only. Rough work for every question. It is not mandatory for teacher to check and it is not mandatory for you to show, but make me clear one thing, that how can you solve the question if you don't have done any rough work? It means it is cheating. So आपको टीचर पूरा क्रेडिट कैसे देगा? अपना रफ वर्क उसी शीट पे करो, ज्यादा से ज्यादा अपनी बुकलेट के बैक साइड में कर लो, बट करो सॉल्व. रफ वर्क के कोई मार्क नहीं है. हाँ बेटा, मेरा आशीर्वाद आपके साथ है, क्यों नहीं है? मेरी सारी ब्लेसिंग्स आप लोगों के साथ हैं. आई नो कि आप करोगे. हाँ, आई एम लिटिल टायर्ड बिकॉज आई एम टेकिंग बैक टू बैक क्लासेस फ्रॉम द मॉर्निंग. एमसीक्यू सॉल्व होंगे, क्यों नहीं होंगे? पॉजिटिव सोचो. यू जस्ट नो द कॉन्सेप्ट. एमसीक्यू डेफिनेटली सॉल्व होंगे बेटा, डोंट गेट पैनिक. कंस्ट्रक्शन में स्टेप लिखने बिल्कुल जरूरी नहीं है. पासिंग क्राइटेरियन आईसीएसई आपको पता है, जो कंपल्सरी सब्जेक्ट्स है उनमें पास होना जरूरी है, जो नॉन कंपल्सरी है उनमें से आप किसी एक में फेल हो सकते हो. बट क्यों फेल होना है? फेल क्यों होना है? ये तो बहुत गलत बात है ना. ओके, so I think you are not left with any of the questions. Similarity, सारे चैप्टर कवर कर लेते हैं. इन सिमिलरिटी 99% केसेस में आपके पास दो ट्राइंगल सिमिलर होने के लिए एक ही क्राइटेरिया होगा, जिसको हम ए कहते हैं. सो ए क्राइटेरिया से आपने उनको मान लेते हैं सिमिलर कर दिया. कोई भी सिमिलरिटी का क्वेश्चन देख लोगे, उसमें 99% केसेस में आपके पास वो इसी तरह से सिमिलर होगा. सेंट्रोइड क्वेश्चन कैन आल्सो बी आस्क्ड इन कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री. सो सेंट्रोइड मींस वेयर ऑल द थ्री मीडियंस मीट. तो आपने x1 + x2 + x3 डिवाइडेड बाय 3 और y1 + y2 y3 डिवाइडेड बाय 3, इस तरह से उसको सॉल्व करना है. In similarity question, you can take any of the questions. You just need to understand the basic proportionality theorem. That if one side is parallel, like this side is parallel to this one, so these triangles can be proved similar with a axiom की corresponding angle हो जाएंगे if it is given that these sides are parallel. और they can also give like this. आपने सिर्फ देखना है कि किधर से parallel है. If two sides are given parallel, then the ratio of this side to this side is equal to the ratio of this side to this side. So we can say that sides should be in proportion. आपकी बेसिक प्रोपोर्शनलिटी की मैं छोटी सी एक वीडियो प्रूफ के लिए भी बनाई थी, ताकि आपको समझ में आ जाए. अब मैं इतनी जल्दी में क्वेश्चन तो सॉल्व नहीं कर पाऊंगी. आई कैन जस्ट टेल यू डेट आपका प्रोपोर्शन जब आप लोगे, लाइक सिमिलरली आपने कोई ट्राइंगल लिया कि ADF है, इज सिमिलर टू ट्राइंगल BCE है, तो अगर इसको आप इसी सीक्वेंस में लिखोगे तो आप जब साइड का प्रोपोर्शन लोगे, इफ यू आर टेकिंग AD हेयर देन यू नीड टू टेक BC हेयर, इफ यू आर टेकिंग DF हेयर तो DF के साथ आप यहाँ पर CE लेंगे, अगर आप थर्ड ले रहे हो AF तो AF के साथ आपके पास क्या आ जाएगा, AF के साथ BE आ जाएगा। सो दीज ऑल साइड आर इन प्रोपोर्शन। अब इनमें से एक साइड आपको गिवन होगी और दूसरी आपको पूछी होगी, तो वी नीड नॉट टू टेक ऑल द 3 पेयर साइमल्टेनियसली, वी जस्ट नीड टू टेक ओनली 4 पेयर्स। आउट ऑफ दीज 4, 3 के लिए डायरेक्ट रेशियो या नहीं दिया होगा तो कुछ ना कुछ दिया होगा, और फोर्थ वन यू नीड टू कैलकुलेट बाय क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाइंग इट। इन द केस ऑफ के फैक्टर क्वेश्चन अगर हम करेंगे तो के फैक्टर क्वेश्चन में आपके पास क्या आ जाएगा, के इज इक्वल टू, आप हाइट ले सकते हो, हाइट ऑफ द मॉडल डिवाइडेड बाय हाइट ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट जो आपके पास दिया हुआ है, ओरिजिनल ऑब्जेक्ट भी होगा, के क्वेश्चन आने की पूरी पॉसिबिलिटी है। लाइक हमने हाइट मॉडल की ले ली और नीचे हमने हाइट ऑब्जेक्ट की ले ली, तो इसमें हमारा के ही रहेगा। अगर हम इसमें लेंथ ले रहे हैं, हाइट ले रहे हैं, या हम विड्थ ले रहे हैं जिसका आपको सिर्फ सेंटीमीटर में 1 यूनिट दिया होगा, तो आइडेंटिफाई करो कि सेंटीमीटर में, तो हमें सिर्फ के फैक्टर को के ही रखना है। बट इफ इट इज गिवन इन सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर और मीटर स्क्वायर, इट मींस वो एरिया का क्वेश्चन है, तो वहां पर आपको के फैक्टर को स्क्वायर करना है, ओनली देन एरिया ऑफ मॉडल एंड एरिया ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट यू कैन कैलकुलेट। एंड इफ इट कम्स टू वॉल्यूम लाइक सेंटीमीटर क्यूब एंड मीटर क्यूब इज गिवन, देन इट इज के क्यूब, के क्यूब इज इक्वल टू वॉल्यूम ऑफ मॉडल डिवाइडेड बाय वॉल्यूम ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट। तो इस तरह से के फैक्टर को पहले आपने कैलकुलेट करना है, जितना भी आपको साइड रेशियो दिया गया है। इफ के वैल्यू इज ग्रेटर देन 1 तो इट मींस वो मैग्नीफाइड बना रहा है, इफ इट इज इक्वल टू 1 तो सेम साइज का रह रहा है, इफ इट इज लेस देन 1 तो आपका डिमिनिश हो रहा है साइज में। ट्रांसपोज मैट्रिक्स बहुत सिंपल है और ट्रांसपोज हमारे 7 में नहीं है। बीपीटी थ्योरम मैंने अलग से वीडियो भी बनाई हुई है, छोटी सी वीडियो थी, क्वेश्चंस नहीं है, बट आपको उससे काफी कुछ समझ में आ जाएगा। क्या क्वेश्चन था? बीपीटी थ्योरम का प्रूफ तो हमारे सिलेबस में नहीं आते, प्रूफ नहीं आते थ्योरम के, लेकिन आपको समझ तो आना चाहिए कि बीपीटी क्या कहती है। इफ अ साइड इज पैरेलल टू द थर्ड, if a line joining the middle points of two sides of the triangle, or you can say any proportional sides, and is parallel to the third side, then this side अगर एक का पॉइंट ले रही है जो हमने मिड पॉइंट लिया है, तो इसका भी मिड पॉइंट ही होगा, दैट इज व्हाई इट्स नेम इज मिड पॉइंट। और बेसिक प्रोपोर्शनलिटी थ्योरम इज प्रोपोर्शन में है। सपोज द रेशियो ऑफ दिस साइड इज 3:4, so if it is parallel and this ratio is 3:4, then the ratio of this side again should be 3:4। हाँ, वो 9 और 16 हो सकता है, वो उसी के प्रोपोर्शन में होगा, बट उसका कटने के बाद जो आंसर आएगा वो 3/4 में ही आएगा। अभी आपने कोई मेन क्वेश्चन बोला था, component dividend, I have just solved one question. Component dividend I have solved in many of the question papers, किसा पेपर, स्पेसिमेन पेपर, ओरिजिनल बोर्ड पेपर प्रीवियस ईयर, सब में component dividend मिल जाएगा आपको। प्लीज टेक हेल्प फ्रॉम देयर। अभी मैंने जस्ट सॉल्व किया है। जस्ट यू नीड टू टेक द जो भी न्यूमिनेटर हो अपॉन डिनोमिनेटर, आपके पास ये न्यूमिनेटर है, ये डिनोमिनेटर है, तो आपको सिर्फ उधर जाकर न्यूमिनेटर में डिनोमिनेटर प्लस करना है और नीचे न्यूमिनेटर में से डिनोमिनेटर माइनस करना है। इस साइड में जो भी नंबर है, अगर कुछ भी नहीं है तो 9/1 है, तो उसको भी 9 + 1 और 9 - 1 करना है। बस दिस इज द रिक्वायरमेंट फॉर कॉम्पोनेंट और डिविडेंड। Trigonometry identities is not possible at this time. I have solved a separate video on identities. I recently shared with you also. Height and distance, trigonometry identities. Order of matrix, it is very simple. Order of matrix is number of rows into number of columns. So like this is a matrix 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what is the order? How many rows are there? 3 rows. And how many columns? These are columns. So 3 × 2. Now question can be compatible for multiplication with a matrix of order 2/2. Can it is compatible or not? So you just need to check the number of columns with the number of rows there. So yes, this matrix is compatible for multiplication. It is possible. Like here, suppose value is x, y, z, p. So this is a 2/2 matrix. So multiplication is possible in this case. And what is the order of final product matrix is 3 and then 2. So order is 3 × 2. It means 3 rows will be there along with 2 columns in the final product matrix you will get. and multiplication is possible or not, you just need to check the number of columns of first matrix and number of rows of second matrix. If they are equal only, then multiplication is possible. If I've added here a, b and order will become 3 into 2. So 3 into 2, 3 into 2. So now multiplication is not possible because number of columns of one is not equal to number of rows in second one there. So now this multiplication is not possible. Quadratic equation. Quadratic equation is just need to find the formula like ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So you just need to calculate d first. Like this is 4x square plus 3x plus 7 equal to 0. So we are calculating d, and the formula for calculation of d is b square minus 4ac. So first calculate this separately and then add it in the formula itself. Now here in my case b is what number with x only. So this is 3 square minus 4 into 7. This is a, this is b, this is c, like this. So now answer will be 9 minus 4 जितना भी मल्टीप्लाई करके आएगा यहाँ लिखा, माइनस में आएगा तो वो आपके सिलेबस में नहीं है, बट माइनस में नहीं आएगा, आपका प्लस में ही आएगा. तो आई कैन टेक हियर 7. सो माइनस 7 इट विल गेट प्लस. सो 9 प्लस समथिंग. तो अंडर रूट के अंदर आपके पास कुछ आंसर आ गया. नाउ x इज इक्वल टू माइनस बी प्लस माइनस अंडर रूट डी अपॉन 2a. यू जस्ट नीड टू अप्लाई दिस फॉर्मूला फॉर क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन फॉर्मूला. तो माइनस बी means minus 3. So it is minus 3 plus minus. What is the value of d you are getting from here? Suppose it is 100. So it is 91 plus 9. So suppose it is 100. So in under root it will get 10. But you know that these will not come in a very simple digits. Definitely they will give, if such a question in your section B, then this must be 104, 105, and you just need to solve from the square root table. Then suppose its value is 10.4. So 10.4 you need to take up to 2 or 3 decimal places. So 4, 3, 2 like I am taking. And 2a. So 2 is 2 and a is 4 means 8 ho gaya. So one time you need to take minus 3 plus minus and then another time this thing. You will get 2 roots of this equation. Alpha, beta. If alpha beta is given in the question, then alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. So this is b and this is a. Minus b upon a is sum of these roots and productive roots is c by a. C by a is this c and this a. So these are very simple questions. वर्ड प्रॉब्लम्स में आएंगी. एक क्वाड्रेटिक का सिंपल क्वेश्चन आता है और एक वर्ड प्रॉब्लम का आता है. ज्योमेट्रिक मीन का अलग से क्वेश्चन मैंने नहीं देखा. क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन वर्ड प्रॉब्लम विद फॉर्मूला कर सकते हो. नॉर्मली आप मिडिल टर्म जिसमें वर्ड प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है वहां पर वो क्वाड्रेटिक सिंपल बनती है एंड यू कैन इजीली स्प्लिट इट विद द फॉर्मूला मिडल स्प्लिट फॉर्मूला. कंस्ट्रक्शन एंड लोसाई की वीडियो आपके पास ही है. कंस्ट्रक्शन मैंने अभी थोड़ा सा आपके साथ डिस्कस किया था. So I think you are left with no doubts now because you are asking same questions again and again. Now I want you to revise your concepts once again so that you can have a good sleep because in paper, in maths paper especially, you should be very fresh. So आप तभी fresh हो पाएंगे जब आप अच्छे से आज नींद लेंगे और सुबह fresh होकर पेपर देने के लिए जाएंगे. Just go through all the concept once and then try to sleep. So best of luck from my side. I know you will do better or best I can say in your tomorrow's paper. And don't get nervous. जो question starting में नहीं आएगा उसके लिए sheet छोड़ के आगे पहले question paper solve कर लेना है. उसके बाद उस question पे आप दोबारा at the end जब आपका पूरा paper finish हो जाएगा तब आप आ सकते हैं उस पे. मोस्ट प्रोबेबली आज इन मेंसुरेशन. बेटा शेप वाले क्वेश्चंस मैंने कितनी बारी बता दिया आपको. शेप वाले क्वेश्चन ही आएंगे. लाइक सिलेंडर है, सिलेंडर के अंदर हेमिस्फीयर है या फिर सिलेंडर के अंदर कोन है या कोन है और कोन के अंदर सिलेंडर है, सिलेंडर की शेप निकली हुई है. इस तरह के कोई भी क्वेश्चंस आपके साथ कवर किए जा सकते हैं जिसमें एक शेप के अंदर दूसरी शेप्स है. कॉम्प्लेक्स एंगल नेवर बी आस्क्ड. हाँ आपको उसमें ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक टेबल मिलेगा, उसमें आप कर सकते हैं. मेजर्स ऑफ सेंट्रल टेंडेंसी मैंने सब कुछ आपके साथ अभी डिस्कस किया है. सेंट्रल टेंडेंसी में प्रोबेबिलिटी को भी इग्नोर नहीं करना. मोस्टली स्टूडेंट प्रोबेबिलिटी में भी क्वेश्चन कटवा देते हैं नंबर. कवर उसको भी करना है हमने. एपी के मैंने आपके साथ अभी क्लियर किया. सो थैंक यू फ्रॉम माय साइड फॉर वाचिंग दिस वीडियो. I am left with no more energy to explain these concepts again. Thank you for watching till the end and don't forget what I have shared with you, that you need to share my channel with your juniors and tell them about my online classes also. Thank you for watching till the end. Best of luck.